So I came downtown Seattle to take a look at the protest, see what it was like, kind of from the ground level. And I kind of was just trying to stay on the edges of it. And then some stuff happened. Obviously, everyone with their hands up, including me. I'm very good at it. I've got a lot of them. Oh. All right, we're rolling. That's obviously a fucking... Oh, look, they're playing with their fucking toys. Holy shit. Oh, fuck me. Well, we're rolling. Oh, shit. And I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about Antifa. I'm going to talk about George Floyd. I'm going to talk about how I feel about all this shit right now. So I went down to kind of check out, see what damage had been done. I saw some of the photos in the papers, and I just wanted to see kind of firsthand what was there. So I rode down to downtown Seattle, and then I found a group of protesters, which I didn't really expect. I thought might happen, but I didn't really expect. And I was kind of driving around it tangentially. They were heading southbound, down towards kind of the King County Sheriff's Office, which is usually like the protests usually kind of go through Westlake and through that. And then they doubled back somehow, and so I kind of found myself in front of them, and I got off my bike to check it out. The group of people stopped, and it looked like there was a commotion. Saw a lady screaming about some stuff, screaming for cops to come help, and I went toward it because that's just who I am. Let's go see what we got. And I didn't see anybody with weapons, didn't see anybody with batons, didn't see anybody with hammers or axes or anything that looked violent, no guns. And I recorded some video of, it looked like somebody was getting arrested, and so that was kind of why people had stopped, and there was some chance of let him go, and I don't know what he did, I didn't see what he did. But we were all kind of stopped around, and then people started kind of jogging away. A couple like little yells, and I don't know what they saw. I didn't hear anything. I had my headphones out. I was listening. I'll go back and watch the video, but I didn't hear any warning of anything before like smoke canisters started blowing up. And when that happened, I began to skedaddle out of there. We're getting out. Well, that just happened. Yep. Time to get the fuck out. And then one blew up like right next to me. I mean, I could feel the concussive force, and that was surprising. Got the fuck out of there. That was the sketchiest part. I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen from there. So then I kind of rode up front. I didn't see anybody, no violence. People were just kind of walking, wandering, meandering, chanting, fuck the police, ACAB, all cops are bastards. I mean, I would expect that. Fucking A, are you serious? All cops are bastards, ACAB. Hey, you know what? Fucking A, dude. Fucking A. So it looks like they're not blowing shit up anymore. Looks like they're heading up to fucking... So now they're heading up to Capitol Hill. Man, I would hate to be riding a fucking bicycle on that shit. Peace sign from your fucking, oh, King County, yep. Hey, I probably stopped them from buying another one. I got a notification on my phone that they were doing a 5 p.m. curfew, so I began to kind of get out of there. Because I don't know, man, I don't know what they do. I don't want to get, like, fucking knocked off my bike or some shit. So George Floyd, I don't know who the officers, I don't remember officers' names, or, you know, when people kill other people, like, I try not to remember that. I remember Daniel Shaver, I remember Philando Castile, I remember Tony Timpa, I remember Eric Gardner, Tamir Rice, Freddie Gray. That's who I remember. When I saw that video, I remembered the Tony Timpa situation, which I talked about on my other cop vent anger channel. And Tony Timpa died in almost the identical way. He was a white dude who was in Vegas who called the cops to come help him because he was having like a psychotic episode, and multiple cops showed up, and eventually he got scared and they put him in handcuffs, put him on the ground in the exact same way as they did George Floyd, put their knee in his back, and he died. And they made fun of him the whole time. They had literally no idea they were killing him. I don't know if they were too stupid, too ignorant, too poorly trained. I don't know. But he died in the exact same way. And it was so surprising to see that happen again. Because it seems like such a crazy way to kill somebody. Just slowly on their chest. To just have no empathy to drive your knee into somebody. Yeah, it was really disgusting to see. But he is just one cop. You know, the scary part about that guy is not him. It's that he probably trained lots and lots of other cops in his 20-year career. It's that he probably did this over and over for decades. And he would have continued had he not been, you know, held accountable, fired at this point, arrested, probably found guilty of nothing. We'll see in 2 years or whatever. I think about all the people he touched and how many people he trained out to do the same thing. That's what's scary to me. I think about where he learned that technique, which was probably on one of the forces. Like that's not a thing people just do. Like, I'm sure somebody taught him to do that. And that's the problem. It's not these individual cops. It's always the systems. It's always the departments. It's the training framework. It's the leadership, the commands that they're given from the top. They spend all their training learning to use weapons and techniques for crowd control, and they spend so little time learning how to de-escalate people and to empathize with people and to understand and care about the people that they're there to protect. It's not a thing that's important to these departments. Time and time again, if we want to reform these systems, we have to hold accountable our governors and our mayors and our sheriffs. Those are the three positions that can do something. Probably not going to do a lot on the federal level. It's just not going to happen. Americans love their cops, and I think as a blanket thing, that's just not going to happen federally. You have to work local. The chief of police is appointed by the mayor. So if you don't like your chief of police, if you don't like their process, you have to hold your mayor accountable. And I can't remember the last time I saw a mayor run on police reform. Maybe it happened somewhere. It hasn't happened here. Your sheriff is in control of a massive amount of officers. John Oliver did a huge thing on sheriffs and how much power they have. They're an elected official. You can elect a sheriff. But I haven't seen any of them run on police reform either. The sheriff I dealt with in my cop situation specifically ran on being more lenient towards cops who said they were afraid of consequences. They were afraid of capricious accountability. The people that are supporting these pro-police governors and mayors and sheriffs are the police unions themselves. They give money to these campaigns The unions work directly with the enforcement themselves. Everything that all the use of force policies and stuff is negotiated with the police unions. These are insanely powerful organizations. I'm generally pro-union, but these unions are preventing reform. And so they also must be reformed. I could give a fuck if a Target burns down. I could give a fuck if a police department burns down. These things feel pretty justified to me. I am concerned about the community as in the people. The community is not the property, which is, again, the thing I noticed when I was downtown Seattle is there was a lot of police in front of property. Not a lot of police, protecting people. Not all. I do not believe that all cops are bastards. But it is hard for me to not believe that if you are a part of these departments, that you are not complicit in some very unethical things. I honestly believe that reform from inside of these departments is impossible. So anybody who thinks they're going to do that, it's a pipe dream. It's just not going to happen. I am highly suspicious of the narrative that there are these Antifa super soldiers working in these groups, destroying property. The anarchists are out there. I am highly dubious of this, especially right now. There's just so little evidence. We know so little about what caused, who started burning things, who smashed windows. I've seen the video of the white dude and all in his black getup just smashed the AutoZone, seemingly out of nowhere. I find that to be highly suspicious and concerning. I see rioting as a response to a need, something that is going on in that community. A happy population does not riot. And there's 40 million people out of work. Maybe that has something to do with it. There's people being told to stay inside, Corona, and they're frustrated and they're agitated. Maybe that's part of it too. But maybe we're just really, really tired of seeing the government that we create, that we pay for, that we ask for help, fucking kill us. We should demand that every department that has a policy where officers can put their knee in the back of the person who's handcuffed, we should demand that that be changed. If you're out there participating in this stuff, good luck. Stay safe. Maybe I'll see you there.